I am always happy to come your way to meet you so that we have a talk. Now, using my channel Paintsiwaa, today we are focusing on very important things we need to know as far as some job interview questions are concerned. I am paying particular attention because I have been getting friends as well as the youth asking, so what cry is required during job interviews? And why is it that at times the job that you feel this is the best fit for you, the one that you feel you are qualified because you were confident of giving certain answers, why is it that that's even the job that they will not call me? Well, let's look at this. I think it would be great if we knew exactly what questions hiring managers or human resource managers will be asking you in your next job interview. Since unfortunately you cannot really read minds, I bring you the most commonly asked interview questions along with advice for answering them all. That's not to say that we recommend having a kind of rehearsed response for every interview question. In fact, this is not recommended at all. But it's important. We do recommend spending some time getting comfortable with what you might be asked, what HR managers, the human resource managers are really looking for in one's responses, and what it takes to show that you are the right person. So we will take a few of the interview questions and perhaps we try to give an answer. But you see, these questions and answers are basically dwelling on one's emotional intelligence or diversity and inclusion. For example, interview questions may be asked depending on the role the person plays or is required to play in the organization. Now let's look at a few. We will try to walk through these. A question like, tell me about yourself. Why do you want to work at this company? Why do you want this job? Why should we hire you? So today, let's focus on these four and perhaps drop a comment. If it were you, how would you have answered it? Now, let me tell you that grooming is as important as the interview itself. The way you present yourself at the interview, make sure you look sharp. Well, if you want me to drum home how you should dress up for interviews, please drop a comment so that together with you, as you share your comments, you will be able to respond appropriately to these questions. So the first one, tell me about yourself. This question, as simple as it may be, so many people fail to prepare for it, but it's kind of crucial. Don't give your complete employment history. Instead, give a pitch, one that's concise and compelling, and that shows exactly why you are the right fit for the job. Talk a little bit about your current role, including the scope and perhaps one big accomplishment. Then give some background as to how you got there and experience you have that's relevant. Finally, search into why you want and would be the perfect fit for this role. Wow. So something like, well, I'm currently an accounts executive at so and so company where I handle our top performing clients. Before that, I worked at an agency where I was on 3 different major national healthcare brands. And while I really enjoyed the work that I did, I'd love the chance to dig in much deeper with one specific healthcare company. Which is why I'm so excited about this opportunity with your reputable company. Our next bit is, why do you want to work at this company? Beware of generic answers. If what you say can apply to a whole slew of other companies, or if your response makes you sound like every other candidate, you are missing an opportunity to stand out. Make sure you stand out in the answers that you provide. It shouldn't be a chew and pour thing. Do your research well and point to something that makes the company unique, that really appeals to you. Talk about how you've watched the company grow and change since you first heard of it. Focus on the organization's opportunities for growth, future growth, and how you can contribute to it. Or share what's gotten you excited from your interactions with employees so far. Whichever route you choose, make sure to be specific. And if you can figure out why you'd want to work at the company you are interviewing with, by the time you are well into the hiring process, it might be a red flag telling you that this position is not the right fit. I hope you get it. Let's do a bit of research on the companies we apply for. Even if you placed in your CVs or your job applications unexpectedly and you are called, make sure you know bits and pieces of this company and that you can dwell on some of their achievements or their growth process to make a perfect answer. Well, a likely answer to why do you want to work at this company will go like this. I saw on the daily graphic that you were also hiring for new positions for your school to support your new operations there. I did some more reading about the new schools or new cited schools that you have cited in the various regions, and I knew this means opportunities were there to robe in new teachers. I have learned a lot about your progress and how far you have come as a school. Well, because there were languages that were also advertised in Spanish. I speak Spanish fluently and I would be eager to step up and help liaise whenever necessary. I think that would be a good answer to this question. Now, another important question that I normally ask during interviews: why do you want this job? It looks as if it's similar to why do you want to work at this company? But again, companies want to hire people who are passionate about the job they apply for. So you should have a great answer about why you want the position. And if you don't, you probably should apply elsewhere. First, identify a couple of key factors that make the role a great fit for you. For example, I love customer support because I love the constant human interaction and the satisfaction that comes from helping someone solve a problem. Then share why you love the company in question. For example, I've always been passionate about education and I think you are doing great things, so I want to be a part of it. That's perfect, right? So let's see something like this. So the person who initially was asked, why do you want to work in this company? Being asked, why do you want this job? So you can say I've spent countless hours seeing children pass through your institution, and I see how cultured they are. So I really want to be part of the various departments in the school as far as languages is concerned, so that I will also contribute to my quota to the education of these kids. And perhaps you can say, at my last job, the services of interpreting in Spanish was sought for, so at times I become handy for them. They hire me to interpret some Spanish that I use in the medium of communication, especially when there is a conference meeting online or something. Yes, and I know that if I come here, I can also contribute very well my quota. Then, how we answer, why should we hire you? This interview question seems forward, not to mention how intimidating it can be. And if you are asked, you are in luck. There's no better setup for you to sell yourself and your skills to the hiring manager. Your job here is to craft an answer that covers three things: that you cannot only do the work but also deliver great results, that you really fit in with the team and culture, and that you'd be a better hire than any of the other candidates. A likely answer can go like this: I know it's been an exciting time for your institution, growing so much and acquiring several branches throughout the regions. But I also know from experience that it can be challenging. Having experienced people with Spanish background, tutoring students to achieve their needed mark. And I want to assure the institution that I'll make sure that students build their confidence in the speaking and writing of the language, and they will be enthusiastic even communicating with their mates and even the powers that be in the language. I know they will love having an opportunity, having me to teach them at any time. Thank you.